Hi, today I'd like to talk about upbow spiccato techniques, directly referring to pieces such as Paganini's Caprices number 7 and number 5. Now, these are two very different strokes. People confuse them a lot of my students, a lot of my colleagues as well. Okay, if you look at number 7, those are 32nd notes in small runs. Number 5, those are 16th notes that run an entire section. The entire agitato section is all 16th notes. Okay, now how you play these, the sound that you produce should be different. The characters are different. The manner in which you enter them, these runs, is different. In number 5, you enter from silence because you and then you start. Okay, now in number 7, you have a lot of times chords or octave. Okay, so it's a different sound. Number 5, you have this. There's not much scratch. In fact, there shouldn't be any scratch. It's a nice, like brush stroke, very refined sound that's pleasant to listen to. Okay, now number 7, these are 32nd notes. They're meant to be flying off the string. Okay, and this stroke is not a tense stroke. Neither of these are tense, muscular strokes. Really, the fast one, all it is you're still moving the elbow, the arm, just like you would a normal legato bow. That's all. Okay, you're just like having a slightly higher wrist, and you're going to be using a combination of wrist and finger movement, because your third and your fourth finger, your middle finger and your ring finger, are going to cradle the bow, and just with the wrist going up, the fingers go up like this. Okay, that's how you create the sound. You don't pinch the thumb because that creates a problem of lack of projection. Okay, you want maximum projection when you do these types of techniques. So one thing, I'm going to leave a link in the description to this for my video on Twinkle Twinkle Little Star variations for book 1, because that covers exactly this type of ricochet and stuff in variations D and E of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, now that's for Paganini Caprice number 5. This. Okay, and it comes. Okay, now this one. Okay, that is the one I'm talking about. So these are two different types of strokes. Okay, so to practice this one for off the string, if you just sit there, okay, you start, you pop your wrist up, lead from your shoulder. Just try a bow stroke like this. Okay, you can start anywhere in the bow, pop the wrist up, and you lead from the bow, from the shoulder. Now you do the same thing, and you just from the wrist, the high wrist, and the two fingers, the middle and the ring, you just feel a little pop, pop, pop. Okay, it's just like this, pop, pop, pop. The ring and the middle finger going together with the wrist. Okay, so you can try just from. Okay, and I would do with acceleration. So start with the metronome. Sorry, that rushed a bit. Triplet. Quadruple. And so on and so forth. And you get faster and faster and faster. Okay, just a little bit. Just two fingers and a wrist. You want a higher wrist so you have somewhere to go. If you start with a low wrist, is nowhere to go. Okay, just little pops, tiny little twitches. Okay, and it doesn't need much. If your bow is coming off more than a 1/4 inch off the string, it's too much. Just a bit. Okay, now there is something to be said about at the tip you move more than you do at the frog. That is correct. that still stays the same. Physics don't change just because of a bow stroke. I'll leave another link in the description for Kreutzer number 9, where we talk about oscillation patterns and how at the tip things move more than at the front. Okay, so that way is something, just a point of reference for you guys. Okay, I hope this helps. If any other questions come up, please feel free to ask. Thank you. Cheers.